welcome, welcome! Lucky ho! May the blessing of luck improve your life. Oh, I got an email. So, we got a new event, the update will come. And the new... The music sound bunker. Nice. I got a little bit lost in the music. I never have to put anything in the bottom. Yeah. Custom dumbbells. Really? Really? I didn't know that Yunchuan is the typical gym bro. Or maybe this is an item for Lilin. Taking the road less traveled, charging headfirst into the unknown, against an endless expanse. That is what makes a hero. History has borne witness to their sufferings, bringing them fortune, fame, and the favor of the cause. Momo strolls proudly through the tunnels of the Chaos Temple, carrying the tablet she has just stolen from the Union expedition. Like taking candy from a baby. Maybe one of these days they will give me a mission that's actually a challenge. Before. Since the awakening of Egalon Roy, news of the miracle trials has spread far and wide. No willing to be left in the dust, the upper echelons of the Shadow Decree have set their sights on this trial, convening a series of meetings to discuss the task. Last time, Amisidora worked day and night in Debia only for someone else to profit from them. This time the higher-ups have sent an escort with a first-class talent for scheming to figure out the rules of the miracle trial. How? This guy is new, I think. I never saw him before. You're slower than I expected. You fraternize with the enemy. Not only do they not know who you are, but you also gave them time to recover. Wait, no. Not only do they now know who you are, but you also gave them time to recover. Taunt and mockery have their place in demoralizing opponents, but you employ them only to bolster your own sense of superiority. If we are giving marks out of 100, you would be lucky to score 10. Wow. Look at this. Shengong Bao. Oh, not bad. Is the major character featured within the famed classic Chinese novel Investiture of the Gods. So they are also including characters from novels now. First that thing played in our game. Though technically Sun Wukong is both my legendary mythological creature and also from the novel. So I guess it's good. I wonder if they classify it as Chinese mythology. I thought you were my commander and my teacher. Mama rolls her eyes. She doesn't care much for her scheming commander in any case. When he set out to bite Shishan into seeking revenge against Lushan, Mama couldn't figure out what Bitao was thinking. Unfortunately, considering his reputation among the shadows, she had no choice but to go along with his orders. Especially since he was handpicked by the higher-ups to fulfill the hunt. Don't compare me to a teacher again. I despise teachers. Not like there's anything you could teach me anyway. I've no time to quarrel with you. Hand over the tablet. Bitao takes the tablet and tries to decipher the inscription. Seek the heart, great guile, keystone star, endless theft. The endless theft are probably the key word here. look deep within to find the soul. What you can eat, Raya? Of course I can. It's just been a while. So we need to find the chamber, pass the test, and take the keys back. Vita puts away the tablet and begins searching for the chamber with Mama. Walking the twisted tunnels of the miracle, it doesn't take long for them to cross paths with the Union Expedition Team again. Yeah, because the Union Expedition Team was separated in the past update. Now we should meet Leading and Lincoln. And just as they do, Momo spies Lu Shang and Yu Jing entering the secret door while he heads down the guard house. Huh, okay. Outside. Lu Shang and Yu Jing. Yeah, they're always one step ahead. That girl with the tire around her neck, what's her deal? Actually, that's a funny. When I first time saw Zita, I was like, why does she have a tire around her neck? Is this supposed to evoke the ground, like in some way, like because I don't know, some people find tires in the ground. She's an archaeologist specializing in the Raya. A bookworm, huh? Alright, I'll knock her out and you think of a way to interrupt the trial for the others too. A bold move, but foolish. No wonder they only deploy you when they need muscle on the front line. Jesus Christ. What is this? Oh, you got a better idea? The tablet never said that the pneuma can only be taken by one person. There is no need for us to stick our necks out and be person-armed. I can penetrate the wall and touch Lu Shang's mind from here. If all goes to plan, I will learn all we need to know about the trial. And that means we'll be able to prepare in advance. Isn't that cheating? I prefer to think of it as prior knowledge. Okay. Vito sits in a corner and closes his eyes, allowing his consciousness to leave his body. He passes into the mysterious chamber. Then, like a cloud of vapor, he enters Lu Shang's body. Through Lu Shang's eyes, Vito can see all that Lu Shang sees. Vito opens his eyes again to see Momo standing there, tapping her foot impatiently. Well, quite the ride, though. It ended better for him than I had hoped. The content of the trial seems clear enough to me. You must return to the past and conquer your inner demon. Huh. So they plan to do the test after the expedition team? No demon. Conquer your inner demon. The miracle creates an illusion returning espers to the past and confronting them with the people and things that haunt them most. The one thing that Lu Shang would want to change more than anything else, the deaths of his students. So he was transported to a happy, harmonious school in an attempt to confound them. Sounds boring. Maybe we should prepare in advance, so you don't end up stuck in the past with no way out. Who do you think you're talking to? Inner demons? I haven't got them. They're for people too weak to get a grip. That's why she's a battle jack. You're looking at the chosen one, baby! Every single line of my genetic code was written by the gods themselves. So she also has a protagonist syndrome, okay? Out of the corner of her eye, Momo sees the trio walk away from the chamber. She can't hold back her excitement and wonder. Ladies first. Oh yeah, if you need a confidence boost, why don't you just look at everything through my eyes? A little taste of what it's like to be perfection personified. Haha. Dang, I almost forgot to ask. When this thing sees somebody as blessed as me, you think it will just spit me right back up again? Then you would never get the answers you need to cheat on the test. Hahaha. A bright light envelops Momo. The next moment her mind is completely cut off from the world. Vito stifles his indignation, then sits in a corner to watch Momo's illusion unfold as she suggested. Research stuff. This lousy alarm clock is bad. Momo opens her eyes, but the sunlight outside the window is too bright to see. After taking a moment to adjust, she sits up in bed and finds herself in the dormitory that she knows well. This dormitory held test subjects for secret experiments intended to create artificial espers. Oh yeah, that was the entire plot of the game. There were natural espers created by the, well, round of roulette with power getting. I don't know what are the conditions to awaken the esper powers. And there is second group, artificial espers created by mostly shallow creators. How did I get here? I thought I already was an esper. Yeah, my head, I can't remember. Momo casts her eyes around the room. The calendar on the wall reads 2026. That's not right, it's 2028. Did I go back in time? Momo paces around the room in a panic, trying to find some kind of crack in the facade. But an even more terrifying sight greets her. The face in the mirror is one she knows better than any other. Oh yeah, I was suspecting this is what is going to happen. She sees herself as a perfect being, as an esper. So if she was so confident of her own powers and being an esper, then what she would fear the most? Probably reverting back to being just another human with no powers. A lot like her, but with a few small differences in features. This is her older sister's face. Wait, what? Wait, what? So she didn't revert to being herself? She reverted to, what, her sister? What the fuck? Wait, that doesn't make sense. I get to the bottom of this. My face! I'm Mako. I'm dreaming. This has to be a dream. Oh. Wait, look. In front of the mirror, she has those curly little hair. But in the mirror, she has straight hair. So she is still Momo, but when she looks into the mirror, she sees Mako. Momo slaps her own face, but the pain rushing through her cheeks dashes her hope. I've become my own sister. But now she looks like her sister. How? How did I become you? Wait. Oh. They switched body? This is, Momo. But Mako isn't. The door to the dorm room opens, and Momo sees her sister Mako walk in Momo's body. Mako! Seeing her sister standing before her in the flesh leaves Momo feeling rather disoriented. Oh my god, it's Mako! Wait, do you know her? Or do you make a reference to other characters of different universe that I am thinking about right now? After all, as far as she can remember, Mako has been dead for years. She died in the artificial esper experiment in the final test to stimulate her esper growth. Oh! Wait a second. Maybe, just maybe, she didn't only revert back to her original body, but they also made a swap of the bodies, so this is a scenario in which Mako would survive the experiment, but Momo would die. Because they switched bodies. I feel like the ability to withstand the divine power doesn't only rely on your will and how strong your character is, but also on your body's ability to withstand it. Hello Timara, how are you today? Do you know that you can now use a new feature that Terabot is using? Like, for example, you can request a status show. Mako, what day is it today? It's the 29th. The last test is tomorrow. Why did this have to happen today of all days? Wait, tomorrow? Tomorrow she will die in her older sister's body. You okay? What's with that face? Mako, what if we didn't do the final test? We need to find a way to swap our bodies back. It's urgent. We know we can stop the experiment, right? Don't you remember how many people had to die for us to get here? After everything we have been through, we want to give up right at the last hurdle. Well, so wait, Mako? Mako? She was aware that many people died? So they could be here? Your models are a bit skewed, you know? But I guess that's a given if you sign it up for artificial Esther. But you will never clear that last hurdle. Tomorrow her sister will lose control, scuffing along the floor and shrieking like a wild animal. Scuffling. She will attack everyone around her in a wild frenzy. And finally, in the first act of her newfound esperhood, Momo will kill her own sister. What? 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 I thought she died from the experiment. Not from her sister. What's going on? Momo knows how it will end, but will her sister believe her? Have you ever thought about what might happen if you don't make it? What are you talking about? The researchers said I am the one with the most potential to become an Esper out of all the subjects they have seen. When I changed it into your body, I felt sick. Maybe you're already having some kind of adverse reaction. Maybe you're just not used to it being in your body, making me feel sick too. That wasn't good. Sure enough, Mako isn't willing to listen. But Momo can strike a deal with her sister like she did back then. A lifetime in time. Wait, what? What deal? What do you mean? I don't get it. What's the deal? What did you do? Mako, I've traveled back here from 2 years in the future. I know how all of this turns out. If you insist on taking part in the experiment tomorrow, you will die. You have always been jealous of me, Momo, ever since we were kids. I'm prettier, I get better grades, people like me more, and I've got more potential. Of course you're jealous. Hey, those sisters are really awful to each other. I also don't believe that Momo actually cares for Mako. I think that she only cares about the fact that she is in her sister's body. So she also is saying this out of self-preservation because she cares about her sister. And her sister sounds like a stuck-up freak. But I never thought you would stoop this low to stop me becoming a tester. Jealous? You think I'm jealous? She looks this is Mako's body. Remember, this is Momo but in Mako's body. Mako looks like a typical aristocratic lady, don't you think? She looks like a rich girl. Like the typical lady that everyone is fawning over and everyone wants to be her friend at school. Yeah? And Momo has more curly hair and weird eyes. She already looks like she's not completely normal. But well, purple eyes happen. Okay, real people also have that. But she doesn't look at all like this girl. I am not saying that her sister is prettier, I'm just saying that I could see why her sister thinks she's better, because if she perceives Momo's body to be inferior because of how she looks, then of course she will be a stuck-up lady that thinks that she's the perfect beauty. But she's an asshole. Maybe I used to be, and I'm telling the truth this time. That's enough, I'm tired of listening to you. I will try to find a way for us to switch back, but don't try and interfere in the experiment tomorrow. Can you die in this test? I think you can die in this test. What if Momo dies? Like, can she really go through this test? But look, her hair didn't change much. In her Esper form, she still has the same eyes and the same hair. Just got more catified. She became a furry. Propagation. I don't want to die. I can't die. I'm not going to die here. But the sisters are unable to find a way to switch back by the time they have to enter the laboratory. I believe those thoughts were belonging to Momo. Like I said, I don't believe she even cares about her sister. She only cares about herself. Specimen vital signs all normal. The experiment should go off without a hitch. I'll wait to hear the good news, Mako. Mako, are you okay? I'm fine. No more stalling for time. Whoa! What's wrong? My tummy is a little too... I gotta go to the bathroom. Don't be long. Yes, Mom. Is she going to avoid dying? Outside the door. Momo sleeps out of the bathroom window. Alright, nobody saw me. Good thing I scouted out this escape route last night. I need to get as far away as possible. If they can't find me, they will have to delay the experiment. Delay the experiment, huh? What? Mako, what are you doing here? We are twins. We have been connected since birth. You don't sound like you care about each other much, besides being twins. Please listen to me. I won't let you ruin the experiment. There's something wrong with your body. Can't you feel it? I'm becoming an esper. Your body can't handle the experiment. You won't become an esper. I'm begging you. You have got to listen. I came here from the future. I'm telling the truth. Do you have any proof? You have to undergo the experiment in my body. In the last experiment, everyone goes insane and starts attacking the people around them. And I mean, me, with the body you have now, become an esper, and I'm the only survivor. If things were different, I would want to undergo the experiment in your place. Oh. Wait. So how was the experiment done? I felt like they both were taking place, but it sounds like her sister was the first one and then she lost control. And then she caused others to turn? It's a great story. I really want to believe you. Really? That's great. We can... And if what you said is true, then I can't let you leave. Oh. Oh, her sister is like, if my body is supposed to die anyway, then it's better that it's you than it's me. Wow, what a lovely sister you have, Momo! She's a true villain! Not like you are any better, to be honest, though. What? Momo is hit by a sudden wave of dizziness. She never imagined that her sister would attack her. In her last moment of consciousness, she hears Mako call the guards in a faint panic. The next time she opens her eyes, she finds herself trapped in the test thing. The researcher stands outside the laboratory with a cold flare in her eyes, manipulating the control console. Let's begin. Wait, I don't want to do this! I don't want to become a monster! I can't die like this! I'm supposed to be the chosen one! Give me my body, give me my destiny back! Oh, so she doesn't even care about her sister. She smiled before, but she smiled happily, thinking that her sister believed her because she wanted to sacrifice her own sister just like her own sister wants to sacrifice her. What a lovely fucking sibling relationship, like the one and the other would throw each other under a fucking bus. Oh, so bad. I hate it when twins and sisters are like this, like they don't care about each other at all. This is Momo only cares about being a chosen one. Now I can see why she would have this in her head that she's a chosen one, because from all of the people that were there, most of them went insane, started killing each other, and she was the only survivor, so apparently she was the chosen one! Because she was the only one that survived. She didn't even have a survival guild! What is survival guild for a chosen one? She's so self-absorbed and she's so similar to her sister. Like, ironically, they're exactly the same. They are both power-hungry assholes who would kill each other for the chance. Inside the test chamber, Momo's vision begins to blur. Her whole body feels as if it's being plunged into ice-cold water. She can't hear a sound. Don't. Failure. Hey, her vitals are normal. Ah! Momo struggles in agony. Momo smashes her way out of the test chamber. She drags herself across the floor, using every last ounce of strength to escape the terrifying heat. Kill. Kill them all! An unfamiliar anger grips Momo's mind with an all-engulfing power. It feels like it belongs to someone else, another consciousness altogether. The subject has destroyed her chamber. Shut the lab doors immediately! The researchers evacuate the laboratory, sealing the door behind them in an orderly fashion. As Momo has destroyed her test chamber, the other chamber doors have failed and are left wide open. Momo crawls towards Max's feet. No, that's supposed to be my life. You can't take it from me. Uh-huh. Her sister is like, ha ha ha, I am the one that survived. Momo watches as her sister calmly looks her over without saying a word. Just like she did back then. Wait, what? Did they switch bodies back then too? Or it was the other way around? I don't want to become you. Momo's life has ended. Failure. Defective. Inferior. It has become what she hated most, being abandoned by others. An amusing topic of conversation. Footnote in the Golden Child biography. No different from anyone else, an accident of birth and a silent death. Ah! Are you alright? I'm still alive. As her consciousness and memory gradually return, Momo realizes that this was all part of the trial. She is still alive. Her life is still her own. Did I pass? No. To Momo's surprise, there is no mockery or reproach in Vita's voice. You saw everything. It was an illusion not worth dwelling on. Momo is silent, only she could know the truth. Fine, I will comfort you, just this one. Wow, what a nice thing to say. I don't trust you though. I don't trust him! I feel like he will comfort her in a really rude way. Everyone has their weaknesses. If you don't know what they are, then your life has gone too smoothly. The sooner you recognize your weaknesses and understand the roots of your fears, the better. Wow, that is very educational, Bitao, and you said that you hate teachers! But you're really... That's really good advice! But... Momo stands up to issue a retort only to be hit by a familiar business. What? Mutation. Wait. Didn't Roy say that everyone who failed the test would turn into Miramon? Every inch of her soul feels like it has been submerged in ice-cold water. The pain radiates from within, eating away at her bones, spreading out to the very tips of each hair follicle in her skin. Your face, your hands! Itao looks at Momo with fear. Something seems to be emerging from her skin. Like stones or crystals muddied with impurities. She screams in pain as the crystals begin to fuse together, covering her body. Ah! It takes some time before she's finally silent. The red light in her eyes fades, and her consciousness slowly returns. She looks at the stones emerging from her body and begins to panic. Am I gonna die? I'm not sure. By the looks of it, your sync rate is increasing at an abnormal rate. In the worst case, it will have the same effect as Shishan's long-term use of Esper Serum. You will lose your mind. You can't stay here. We need to get you back and stabilize your sync rate. Do you care, though? Like, I didn't clock you as the one who cares. Vitao takes Momo to the entrance of the miracle as quickly as possible. Wow! I am so surprised. This guy does care. For someone he doesn't even like. But as they are about to leave, Momo finds herself blocked by an invisible force field. I can't get out. Something is blocking my way. It can't be. Vitao turns to see Momo hammering at thin air, unable to take another step. No, I can't die here. I have to get out. Wait, don't force your way out. Vitao's warning comes too late. Momo hurls herself full force at the invisible barrier. The next moment, the unmoving divine power force field ricochets her momentum back at her, knocking her to the ground. You fool! I told you not to do it! Look at your hands! Momo looks down at her hands. The crystals that have sprouted from her body seem to grow longer, spreading across her arms. No, 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 no! She doesn't dare to move, her head stands crestfallen. Vitao retrieves the tablet and reads over the last line. A moment's lapse, a lifetime lost. Be sure this risk is worth the cost. Wrapped in the miracle, watching yourself be contaminated little by little in pain and despair before finally becoming a mindless monster. Is this the price of failure? I can't live like this! Thinking back to Momo's trial, Vitao suddenly changes his tone. Don't lose hope. Now isn't the time to give up. The tablet says that pneuma can safely increase your sync rate. If we can find the pneuma, then maybe we'll be able to stabilize you. But I already failed the trial. Who says you have to do it alone? If the key is all we need to break the seal, then collecting the key fragments should be enough. This is what we do best, isn't it? You mean, if the early bird catches the worm, all we need to do is catch the bird. We just have to work together. First, you lead the Union team into this chamber to take the trial, then I infiltrate their minds and influence their thoughts. Cheer up, it's your only chance to live. Okay, yeah, that was actually nice. That was actually a good solution. If they manage to collect the pneuma, they will save her. My thought was that maybe she should take another trial, and maybe if she passed another trial, it would at least, if not reverse the turning, then maybe slow it down. But that idea they are going for is also nice. Which of these experts is not part of the Union's expedition team? Yunchuan, Lushan, Momo. Split up. In times of strife and devastation, the allure of gold and jewels is no match for the threat of death. Those who worship power fall one after another. The hero is a jewel in the rough, bathed in the light of glory. However, they become Miramon. Oh yeah, that was the cliffhanger of the last part. But when you fail the trial, you become the Miramon. Everyone from the Kush civilization that they encountered left only ruins, but no people and no corpses. So there was a question, what happened with all those people? And it turned out that every single one of them took the test. Or most of them took the test, those who were experts. And they failed, and they turned into Miramon. So it means that the Miramon we're fighting all this time in this game were actually the people from the Kush civilization. Kinda reminds me of Genshin Impact though. Like all the Hirichu worlds that we are fighting in Genshin Impact are also characters that used to be regular people in the Genshin world, but they were afflicted by the curse of wilderness, and they turned into Hirichu. So this is the similar concept. I wonder where this concept is derived from. Because I assume that Dislyte team and Hoyoverse use the similar cultural inspirations to make their games. That's why the teams overlap a lot. And most of the teams I can recognize as typical Chinese teams, yeah? But this one, with fighting people that were turned into monsters, I am not sure if it's a common Chinese trope in Chinese culture novels or mythology, or it's taken from some other place. Say psych right now. Dicing the type to joke. Blessings and curses are two sides of a single coin. If you cannot obtain the blessing, you must accept the punishment. That reminded me of that one anime in which the guy was blessed, but his blessing was actually looking like a curse to everyone else. And when he met that mage, the blue witch, the moon, was she moon witch or blue witch? Anyway, she told him that it's not a curse, but actually a blessing. She explained within the world magic system how it works. This first sentence sounded simple, but the next sentence, if you cannot obtain the blessing, you must accept the punishment, sounds as if it was the opposite of the first sentence. If the divine power within you becomes corrupted, your sync rate will increase exponentially, slowly erasing your humanity and transforming you into a monster. This is the price of failure. You couldn't have told us that sooner? Do not be mistaken, I have never been on your side. I am a servant of the gods, not the guide to humanity. My apologies, Eidolon. Living is anxious, he means no disrespect. No matter, I hope you will prepare adequately, lest you die here. Master, we need to find the others. This is urgent. Right, we need to tell them about this as soon as possible. Let's split up, time is running out. No, that Shadow Decree girl can shapeshift. Sticking together is the safest option. Otherwise, she could shapeshift into one of us and lead us astray. Ah, come on, we weren't prepared before, but this time, can't we just ask the other a question only the two of us would know? And if we can't answer, then we know who is the imposter. Good idea. Well, your ideas are flawed. Didn't you think that maybe, just maybe, She can shapeshift into someone from the other part of your expedition. Like, I don't know, the teacher guy, or the lady, or the new archaeologist lady that you don't even know. Nothing gets past me. Lilling, I love you, Faith, but your idea is really short-sighted and naive. After coming to an agreement, the two part ways and begin the search for their missing teammate. Help! Help! Is anybody there? Lushank, is that you? Not long after, Yunchuan hears someone calling for help. The voice sounds like it belongs to Lushank. It could be a shadow they could pick, but there's only one way to find out. Yunchuan runs towards the source of the voice. Huh? Where did he go? But he sees no one. What's this? Some kind of hidden door? Crap! The next moment there is a flash of white light and Yunchuan disappears into the secret chamber. Outside the door, Momo and Bitao emerge from the shadows. You stand watch. When he comes out, take the fragment from him. He might not succeed. I will see what's going on there. Relax, I won't strike until the time's right. So instead of going at the new test, they are using someone to take the test for them because they think that the expedition team will have a higher chance to win, like higher chance to pass the test. Then and now. Yunchuan never could have imagined that he would awake one day to find himself in Li Xiao's body. He stares at his face in the mirror for some time before reaching a conclusion. This is no dream. He has returned to the past and become Li Xiao. I can't believe it. Li Xiao, a name Yunchuan would rather not mention. He was once Yunchuan's superior officer and his savior. At the time, he was the amiable captain of the guard for the Li family and a young man of considerable talent. He picked Yunchuan up from the gutter and gave him employment and dignity. They were friends, confidants, brothers in arms. They were very gay, though. I need to make that gay counter. How do you make death counter? Wait, I'm checking for to quickly install a base counter. This is complicated. I didn't know stream deck better than that. That's, I thought the stream deck was something like an object, not like an application that I can install on my computer. Yeah. After the cracking over. They were friends, confidants, brothers in arms. If not for Li Xiao's great mistake, perhaps they could have been each other's greatest partners in life. You really are gay. I never saw two men more gay than you two. Maybe no, I did saw two men more gay than you two, but you're gay too. But what is done cannot be undone. To repay Li Xiao for his kindness, Yunquan stood up for him at the moment when all things seemed lost. He took the blame for Li Xiao and was sent to prison. He thought all debt had been repaid the moment the cell doors slammed shut. But time and status only made Li Xiao all the more bitter about the past, and in the end he attempted to bring things home. Like a typical tragic game. Why is my avatar not moving? I need some snacks for this gay drama. Click. Yes. I guess I already said gay 3 times.
Gay, gay, gay. True.
Being gay on main for 2 angsty men is always true. Oh, it really looks like a stream bed. Just unpack and check. I will need to play with it. It just didn't explain how to other. I'll need to read about it now. And I will make the gay counter. Watch me. I will make the gay counter and you will be able to use the chat command to count how many times I said something that's gay. But not now. I will wait the entire stream to try to figure it out. Forget it, it's all in the past. Yunchuan returns to the desk where he finds a diary. It seems that the owner of this body had been writing an entry. Today's date. A day in 2017, one that would become the most important day in both men's life. The day that Yunchuan took the blame for Li Xiao. Meanwhile, Li Xiao would be honored for his part in the medical disaster relief efforts. That day of all days is this fate. As much as he wants to avoid it, Yunchuan can't stop himself from looking at the open diary. If not for Yunchuan's naive kindness, years of effort would have gone to waste. Will he retract his confession? I doubt it. The man's far too pig-headed. Wow! What the fuck? This is so sad. Naive kindness, pig-headed. I mean, he's right, but he didn't have to say it. You tried. He's like, he reads insults about himself. And Yunchuan is like, yeah, I guess. He ain't wrong! Li Xiao, is this what you thought of me? Oh, now does it sound a bit sad though. The diary is now a Pandora box, and its demons whisper in his ear. Open it, you'll find the answers you have been searching for. He flips through page by page. Oh no! Yunchuan, this is not good! The fact that you're in the body of the owner of the diary doesn't mean that you can just read it! Memories of the past seen through another's eyes. He was a wide-eyed and well-behaved child, chosen by the Li family as a servant to their spoiled scion. As a quick-witted youth, they saw his potential, granted him their surname, and made him an accomplice to powerful men. A friendly and a reliable colleague, he climbed to the top. No longer a pawn, he became the hand that moved the pieces. But it was all an act. Leaving his weak parents behind, his potential gained him the favor of the higher-ups, and his friendliness was a must. All the while, his hatred never abated. He hated his parents for their weakness, how they made him a target for abuse. He hated his friends for their foolish affection. Jesus Christ, man, you need therapy. He hated... Okay, it's logical that he hated his parents for abuse, but hating his friends for caring about him? Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? What is your problem? Go to therapy. Having pulled himself up by his bootstraps, he rescued Yunchuan only to prove his own superiority and magnanimity. Perhaps he once felt some affection for Yunchuan, but when he dared to declare himself Li Xiao's equal, envy was all that remained in his heart. What is wrong with you for real? Like, you can only care about people that you feel like they're lesser than you? Sounds like a typical man. Like, typical macho man, like, you know, the MAGA guy. Like, the woman in the kitchen guy. Like, I am an alpha male kind of guy. The moment the other person becomes their equal, they feel threatened. And this is exactly the same behavior. But does it come from the childhood trauma, or he was always like this? I mean, people are not born evil. And people are not born selfish assholes either. Everything they know and everything that shapes them comes from people around them. So I guess this guy has the same is supposed to have the same kind of background like a typical alpha male, I guess. Something must have happened in the past to shape his thinking and behavior this way. That the affection directed at him disgusted him and made him hate people even more. That he himself could only give affection to people that he saw as beneath himself, and the people that became his equals that he had affections for automatically turned into enemies. I don't know, someone should study that. Like some psychologist, I guess. Maybe like the social studies people should take a look at this. So that's how he felt all along. But I never wanted to compete. All our affections are wishful thinking, no more real than the moon reflected in the water. Betrayal is the tip of truth's spear, puncturing our every illusion. Do you see it now? Your efforts, your sacrifices, the cause you were willing to die, all lies. A deep, distant voice speaks from the back of Yunchuan's mind. He stands and turns only to find the room empty. Who is there? Aren't you wondering why do you think you're back here today of all days? It's because today is your chance to the right path, to get a second chance, to live the life you should have lived. Oh, I know what this test is. I didn't clock it in the previous part, but now it's visible. This is not a test. Like, this test is trying to see if you will try to change the past. And the ultimate goal of this test is to accept that you can't change it without trying, I think. So in this case, I think the correct way to pass this test is if Yun Chuan in the body of Li Xiao would confess to the crimes and took the blame once again. Even though he is in the body of Li Xiao, this is still Yun Chuan, so this is still him taking the blame and being honorable. In the case of Yu Jing, it was her forgetting that Lu Shang existed and then fighting to bring him back into the memory as he should be. Or more like waking up from the memory in which she was living in a perfect world in which Lu Shang didn't exist, but it was not what she wanted. And in Lu Shang's case, he tried to stop his students from leaving the academy, but he couldn't. And I feel like he nearly failed the test at the end when he started seeing his student as Miramon, but Yu Jing helped him pass it, I guess. Like, she gave him courage to accept what happened and send it, and I don't remember if he was the one who killed them or she was the one. Anyway, he had to accept what happened and take responsibility and do what those Miramon wanted, being killed. And from Momo's case, Momo tried with all her might to change the past to avoid her fate, instead of trying to be honorable about this. You know, she didn't. I don't know how to explain why I think she failed. The common theme of those tests is not only demons, but also caring about other people. So Momo failed because she never cared about her own sister. She only cared about herself. Meanwhile, Yu Jing cared about Lu Shang. Lu Shang cared about his student. And Yun Chuan cared about Li Xiao. So, it's not only about accepting that the past is the past, but also trying to show that you care about other people and that other people's happiness, existence is more important to you than your own maybe fantasies or desires. Like in Yu Jing's case, the ideal world was in a world without her teacher. And if she was willing to accept that world, I believe she would fail the test. But the moment she rejected the illusion and started actively fighting with it and searching for her teacher, it was exactly what that test was about. She was supposed to reject the ideal world that she maybe wanted if the cost was her teacher that she cares about. You know, this test is, on one hand, it's testing if you are willing to accept the past or you want to change it. But on the other hand, it also tests your willingness to sacrifice others for your own goals. So Yu Jing didn't want to sacrifice her teacher in order to have ideal life. And Lu Shang, how to explain Lu Shang though? Maybe in his case it would be self-sacrifice? Because in his case, he had to kill his students because it was an act of mercy. In his case, I believe he would sacrifice himself, and that was not what the test wanted him to learn. The test wanted him to learn that caring in this situation meant accepting the past, taking responsibility, and giving his students peace, I guess. But in Momo's case, it was very visible that neither Momo nor Mako cared about each other. They were willing to throw each other under the bus, and that's why she failed the test. If she was willing to go through the experiment in order to save her sister, rather than be forced to do it, I believe she may have passed the test. Okay, let's see if my thinking was correct or I was wrong. A second chance. The life I should have led. Haven't you ever thought about it? If you hadn't stood up to take the blame for Li Xiao, how do you think your life would have turned out? In a few short years, you have reached heights it took him 20 years to attain. You could have been the one the Li family trusted, the one walking the corridors of power. Your divine power could have been your greatest gift. You wouldn't have to stand in anyone else's shadow. You could have been a household name. Oh, also this test also checked out if you're a power-hungry asshole. Because if you choose power, you automatically are a negative person. Because choosing power means sacrificing others. Choosing peace in Eugene's case was also sacrificing someone. And in Lushan's case, choosing to wallow in self-pity and guilt was clouding his judgment and prolonging the suffering of the student. A true hero. If it wasn't for Li Xiao, I wouldn't be who I am now. There are many ways to repay another's kindness. You need not pay with your life. And besides, your life debt was a lie all along. A lie. Remember, this is your only chance. Yunchuan can feel his consciousness being wrenched away from him as an unstoppable force pulls him forward. Time and space are playthings in his hands. I will ask you again, Yunchuan, did you or did you not sound the alarm that day? Oh, this is how he looked when he was young. Look, what a baby face though. He snaps back to consciousness, finding himself back in his own body. Interesting. So he's back in his own body. So I was wrong about the he must go and confess as Li Xiao. He knows this scene. He knows this handcuff. He knows that face. 10 years ago, a moment he could never forget. You wanted to play the hero. Are you sure you can pay the cost? Oh, I'm sure. Why wouldn't he be? He spent 10 years doing just that. The first year he was a prisoner thrown in with the lowest of the low. The second year he almost died at the hands of Miramon, though deeply scarred he survived. The third year each day passed slower than the last. By day he wandered Miramon ravaged ways, by night he dreamt of severed. He could not help but look upon his days among the wretched with fondness, even if their conditions were as filthy as war. At least he was still among humans. By the fourth year, words began to fail him. He wandered from city to city, relying on his divine power to eke out a meager existence in their very air. But his status as a criminal made him wary of interacting with others, to the point that he almost lost power of speech altogether. Then came the fifth year, the sixth, the seventh. A decade of suffering, far outweighing any kindness he could repay. I'm not lying, officer. I sounded the alarm. I'm willing to take responsibility for my action. This is why I love you. You really are stubborn, aren't you? We only live for a few decades. Take away the powerlessness of childhood and the weakness of old age, and how many years do we really have left to us? Does returning a favor really mean this much to you? The rasping voice that echoed in Yuntran's mind had made its way into the martial body. His deep, tranquil eyes seemed to see through everything. Yuntran understands now. This is his judge, and he awaits his answer. Of course it was important to me. I wouldn't have stuck my neck out for him otherwise. But it wasn't about repaying a favor. Then why? I don't know who you are, but life is not as bad as you're making out. I don't need people crying over me. You don't want to claim what was rightfully yours? There's nothing in this world that's rightfully mine. Power, money, glory, they're all things that people can bestow upon you, and one day they will take them away again. What about the pain, the gaps in your life where it was taken from you? You don't want to fix them. How do I put this? The suffering, the grief, all the things that haunted me, they are in the past. I can let those gaps break me, or I can let the sun shine through them. I'm not going back. I'm going forward. Why do I feel as if the thing that was testing Yuntran in this chamber got schooled? You have passed. What? Suddenly everything around him begins to dissolve. The stern marshal, the dark interrogation room, the cuffs that bound his wrist, even Yuntran himself. They are gone. Only darkness remains. When he opens his eyes, he finds himself sitting in the chamber he had accidentally entered. In his hands, he holds a strange-looking stone. I passed the trial. The room is silent. The mysterious voice is gone. Yuntran looks at the fragment in his hand, but it offers no clue. This must be a part of the key. Let us say it's pretty ugly. This is your reaction! I will ask the Eidolon to take a look at it. She ought to know how to use it. But man, it's impossible! He just passed the test. That would mean he would turn into a monster if he failed. And his first reaction was like, that piece of a key is kinda ugly. Congratulations, Yuntran, you have passed the trial, and quickly too. Where did you go? I was calling for you. I thought I saw someone. Tried to chase after them. Couldn't hear you calling me. What's that in your hand? Nothing. Don't try and hide it from me. That's proof you have passed the trial. Let me have a look. You're not Lusan. You're that girl from the shadows. What? Don't be ridiculous. Can't fool me twice. Ugh, you big ugly brute, said the battle giant lady. If you won't hand it over, then I will make you hand it over. Nya! Wow. I just used the ultimate and she just fell. Ugh. Hey, Brainiac, you gonna help me out here or what? You got backup, huh? Suddenly Momo doubles over in pain and sinks to the ground. As she coughs violently, dark blood drips from her mouth. At that moment, Yunchuan finally realized that something is wrong with her. Your hands, your face. What happened to you? Roy's words flashed through his mind. You failed the trial. With a thud, Momo collapsed to the floor unconscious. Hey, are you alright? Master, you're here! Huh? Isn't that the girl from the shadow decree? You knocked her out or something? Looks like you hit her pretty hard. Ruthless. Ruthless shouldn't be a compliment, Li. In the distance, Bitao, who has just seen Li catch up with Yunchuan, slipped into the shadows. Just now. I need to get that fragment. I can't let him pass the trial too easily, and I can't let him fail like Momo did. The best thing to do would be to torment him for a bit before letting him out. In the illusion, the marshal harshly interrogates Yunchuan, trying to goad an answer out of him. I will ask you again, Yunchuan. Did you or did you not sound the alarm that day? It's a trap. Time to get to work. Bitao uses his divine power to influence Yunchuan's mood, bringing his racing mind back to stability. But just as he is about to make his move, he is violently ejected from the illusion by a powerful force. Bitao feels like he's taking a heavy blow. Pain is hard to feel. No matter how he tries, he can't get back into the illusion. Mind? I was wondering why he wasn't kicked out before. Bitao lowers his head to look at his aching arm. Along the length of them is a mark, clear as day as if left by a star. The claw mark emits a dark violet. I knew this trial wouldn't be as easy as the public said it would be. It's as if the rules change depending on what each person's understanding of the trial is. Oh. Wait. But the general theme was the same. Even if every person perceived the test a little bit differently, the theme they were following was kinda the same. Only you, Jink, got like completely different test. But even in her case, there were some elements that could be linked to the other ones. Like not wanting to sacrifice a loved one for the perfect future. And the same was true for Yun Chuan. He would have to sacrifice Li Xiao for his perfect future. So in his case, the perfect answer was, I will accept what happened and do it all over again. Meaning that he sacrificed himself. But in Lu Shang's case, sacrificing himself was the bad choice, because Lu Shang as a person focuses too much on his guilt over his student, and him not understanding that he has to accept what happened was his biggest issue. Him trying to throw himself and sacrifice himself, not being able to give peace to his students with his own hands, and possibly dying at the hands of his students if he didn't kill them, was the bad ending here. And I could feel something inside the illusion, present. So this is a test, and someone has to be setting the question. They know everything we do, and everything we say, even our thoughts. And that's who gave me this mark. That whoever you are, you have made one mistake. This claw mark is going to allow me to hunt you down. Hide all you like, but I am going to find you. Grimacing through pain, Vitao focuses on the divine power emanating from the claw mark and the impurities within it. Separating pain from emotion to reveal hidden secrets, this is his specialty. But this time, no matter how he tries, he can't track the present back to its source. It's everywhere. The present is in every inch of the miracle from top to bottom. How? Vitao feels a chill at his back, like cold sweat running down his spine. Who are you? The first human in all these years. A feat worth your praise. So I was wrong about the Yun Chuan having to sacrifice himself as Li Xiao, but I was still right about him having to go make the same choice, basically, about his path. Not regretting what he did. Not trying to fix the future. Divinity discovered. Do not pursue me further. Where are you? I am everywhere. I could be beside you or 1,000 miles away or even inside your mind. You are the one controlling the illusion. You're the one who set the test. Correct, I've not met a human as smart as you in quite some time. Who are you really? Why do you have power over the trial? I am the guardian of the miracle, the keeper of the seal, judge, jury, and executioner of those who would overstep their bounds. The guardian, please forgive my disrespect. Spare me your disingenuous groveling. I would like to make a deal. Your prior knowledge has failed you, so you seek to bribe me for answer? You and you alone must collect the fragments. The fragments are proof, the key is a promise. Without the key, even if you find the miracle nexus, the pneuma will be forever lost to you. I would not presume to insult a superior being with my meager intellect. I do not seek answers from you. I will collect the fragments and form the key myself with my own kindness. Oh, then what is it you speak of? As you say, in each man's life there is a gap that cannot be filled. Whether in the heavens or the mortal realm, to have free will is to seek and never to find. I could help you leave this miracle and regain your freedom. What do you say? Are you for real? This guardian, literally, is testing people for choosing their perfect future over others. And you just propose to him the exact same thing he's testing people against. Do you really think it will agree? Unless it's stupid, of course, it will agree if it's stupid and doesn't understand the test it's subjecting people to. But I don't think that's possible. That would be very hypocritical. The voice is silent. A moment later, the ground beneath Vitao's feet suddenly cracked open, disintegrating into pieces. He tumbled, falling endlessly into nothingness. Do you even know what you are saying? Wait, what? A two-headed dragon calls itself perching in a spot within the void. The space appears connected to all paths and yet cut off from them. Behind the guardian, barely visible, is a sealed track beckoning to all those who would undergo the trial. Help me. You forget yourself, boy. Even Vitao could not have imagined that this voice could belong to such a gigantic Mirama. Well, you walked on this one. Such smart guy, but didn't understand the point of the test. If he understood the point of the test, he wouldn't even ask that question in the first place. Wouldn't propose the guardian to free him. Now the question. Is the guardian an unwilling participant of the trials that would desire freedom? Or it was a willing participant that doesn't desire freedom? And even if either of those is true, would he be willing to choose that freedom and going against everything he was judging people over? Into the breach. Chaos miracle. Nothing to say. I was struck dumb by the magnificence of your form. Do you still think me in need of your help? You long to leave this place, but you have stood guard before the seal all this time. I think there is something holding you back. Fool, how can you presume to know my desires? My esperhood has granted me a most unique gift to know the hearts and souls of men. Okay, so the first one is true. Possibly unwilling participant of the trials, desiring freedom, or willing participant but tired of being here for thousands of years, also wanting freedom. A man's every emotion has its own flavor, its own aroma. Fine words, but to pry into the hearts of men is despicable. I do not mean to pry. When you expelled me from the illusion, I could sense your presence within Yuntuan's mind. I could feel the heart of your I could feel the heat of your rage, the bitterness of your loneliness, the acrid taste of freedom denied. So unwilling participant, heat of rage, bitterness of loneliness, freedom denied. Sounds like unwilling participant in that. So you would presume to threaten me. I could tear you apart like an insect. I fear you are mistaken. This miracle is under your complete control. How could I threaten you? I simply hoped he would hear me out. I pay no heed the words of liars. You could not even rescue your failing companion from this place. She is merely a tool to me. I would not waste my time saving her. Didn't you try to save her like 5 minutes ago? If you were running to the exit, was that part of your experiment, trying to check if she can leave? Or you truly cared, and you won't just admit it? The method is a dangerous one, and only you could ensure its success. Wait, considering how he convinced the former student of the Lushan that he cared about his cause, maybe this guy is really good at pretending that he cares about people and everything he does is for some kind of end goal. Maybe he was also trying to take Momo out to check something. He didn't really care about her. Is that so? I will not lie to you. I have doubts of my own about it. May I ask you some questions first? Proceed. From what I can tell, those who fail the trial cannot leave this place, no matter whether they die or become minimum. Is that correct? Indeed, even if they die and their souls are rent asunder, they cannot escape. In time, their bodies will reform, and they will carry on the cycle of mindless slaughter. Only those who pass or do not take the trial are free to leave. Correct. So in undertaking the trial, you essentially agree to relinquish ownership of your own body. And to regain that ownership, you must pass the trial, gathering the fragments too. Is that correct? In a sense, yes. If I could separate your soul from your body and place it in the body of an esper who passes the trial, by controlling their body, you could leave the miracle. An ambitious undertaking, and how would this benefit you? My goal is to gather the fragments and form the piece. Even if the plan were to fail, you would have nothing to lose. Isn't it worth a try? He is a true silver-tongued. Meanwhile, Liling and Yunchuan exchange glances as Momo lies unconscious on the floor. Do we just leave her here? No, wait. If we leave her here, she will be killed by Miramon. The shadows may be our enemies, but we can leave someone to die. But where is the rest of her team? There is something strange going on within her. When we were fighting, I noticed strange crystals on her body, and her eyes turned bright red. I think she might have failed the trial. The Eidolon said that people who fail the trial turn into Miramon. You think the marks on her body are signs of mutation? Yikes. Liling, won't we go anywhere near that chamber? We need to meet up with Lushank and the others first. Master, why am I glowing? What? You didn't even enter the chamber! Liling stares blankly at Yunchuan. His master's panicked face, the strange stone walls of the miracle box quickly fade from view. An irresistible force is dragging him through a fracture in space. Before he can even cry out, his vision goes black and he lapses into unconsciousness. Raya, 53. When he opens his eyes, he finds himself standing in an unfamiliar city. Nakia, you're back, so how many monsters did you slay? Even more than last time, no doubt. We were calling your name for ages, didn't you hear us? Yeah, before when I was talking I called them Kush, because Raya civilization is based on the Kush civilization, that's why I mixed them up. We were calling your name for ages, did you hear us? Oh, I get it. He is a hero now, too great for the likes of us. Nakia, are you talking to me? Who else? You must be mistaken. My name is not Nakia. It's... What's my name? Are you kidding me? All of Raya knows who you are. They point at a statue by the roadside, an esper with long horns on his head and a dragon's tail. The figure feels extremely strange to him. Something in his mind tells him that it has nothing to do with him whatsoever. Wait a second. The Miraman Guardian was two-headed dragon, and this hero had dragon-like features. My bet is that Nakia, the hero of Raya, became the guardian of the miracle. And he's trapped there. And he agreed to the bad guy's deal, took over Liling's body, and now he forced Liling to go through a trial. But because they are sharing body now, the trial recognizes it and shows Raya civilization instead. But looking into a window, he catches his reflection, the splitting image of the statue. Is that what I look like? Who am I? Why can't I remember anything? You lost your memories. By the gods, Nakia lost his memories. Someone help! Nakia forgotten who he is! Help! The passers-by on the street stop and gather around him. Not long after, a group of people in elegant robes appear, escorted by guards. They take Liling to a great hall. Talking over each other, they try to get him to remember. He learns that his name is Nakia and he is an escort. He is the hero of the city, known throughout Raya for his legendary deeds. Oh, there is mandatory combat, I guess. Oh, don't glitch on me now.
Nothing can stop me.
Never glitched that before. My computer died. What is happening? Hey, they are fighting on their own. They don't even need...
This is the way of the warrior!
It's glitching so much. Is it because I have my Firefox open? Like I have over 200 tabs open in that one. So that's what. The question. It has been a month, but Lillian has finally accepted his identity. Though the friends that surround him seem unfamiliar, the business of defeating Miramon and challenging himself is anything but. Just as before, he rushes to the front line protecting the world against Miramon. Soon enough he is Nakia, and he is back on his feet. He trains day and night with renewed vigor, preparing for the challenge of new miracles. Nakia, do you really think we can pass the trial of the Chaos Miracle? Of course, I will be right beside you. You have passed 2 trials already, right? This is number 3? That's right. I've never known a man with more courage than you. This is my first miracle. If I fail, promise me you will bring my body back to my fountain. Hey, don't jinx it. When we get there, I will scout ahead and tell you what the trial is going to be like. Then we can train for it, think up a way to beat it, and go in as a team. I'm bringing that pneuma back. God, please. But Nakia would never pass the trial of the Chaos Miracle. After a long time with no sign of Nakia, his worried companion ventures into the miracle by himself. There he sees the legendary hero leaning against a pile of rubble, a haunted look in his eyes. Nakia, are you okay? I'm sorry, I failed. It hurts, like my body is tearing itself apart. Your skin. Small, fine crystals are emerging from Nakia's skin. The sight is terrible. We need to get out of here and get you to a physician. Don't bother. I failed the trial. I can't leave the miracle. What? The gods punish me. Should have known. If success would grant me ultimate power, failure would bring punishment. Maybe this is all part of the test. Just hold on, you will make it through. Maybe. This is the trial. 10 years pass. His friend travels from city to city, seeking a way for Nakia to lead the miracle. But he finds nothing. All he can do is venture into the miracle to keep Nakia company, bringing him food, water, and news of the outside world. What a good friend! But Nakia grows weaker and weaker, and his situation grows more and more dire. You don't have to keep coming here. Go home. Be with your family. I can't leave you alone here. I don't know how much longer I've got left. I'm going to lose control. I failed. This isn't part of the trial. My luck has run out. Don't give up. Maybe this isn't the god's trial, but yours. If you can get past this, you will get stronger. Just like the poems say, right? Right, like the poems. I will get better. I can't give up. But Nakia is simply too tired. Fatigue begins to take his mind, memory. Or perhaps that was just the excuse he gave to compose his friend. He knows somehow that when his memories are gone, he will become enraged, fed up, out of control. His heart is filled with restlessness and fear. One day he will open his eyes to see his hands covered in blood. Huh? What was I doing just now? Nakia looks around blankly, speaking out loud to his friend. But the friend who comforted him now lies on the floor, his chest empty, no longer breathing. There is no light in his eyes, nor fear, nor faith. He carries an expression of grief. No, what have I done? Don't die! Don't leave me here! His bitter tears wash away the veil of delusion. Nakia knows his friend's voice will never comfort him again. What do I do? What do I do now? Perhaps it is the pneuma within his body that has held Nakia's mutation at bay for so long. Over decades of waiting, he encounters many more espers who attempt to undergo the trial. They die by his hand, or struggle vainly toward the exit, their last words short. Finally, the once great hero is forgotten, remembered only as a monster who must be slain. Kill him! Kill the demon! Nakia knows that the glory and praise he once knew belongs to another life. The past is a place to which he can never return. Back. Stay back. Don't let him live! Every day he stays here, he grows stronger. They do not understand that evil and bloodshed only feed his mutation. The heroes come, wave after wave, shattering his mind to splinters. His hatred and his fear are nourished. They plant roots, germinate, and grow to control him. Nakia is trapped in a frenzy of endless slaughter. You did this to me! You did this to me! Die! 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 Wow, that was deep and dark! Ages pass, bones pile up, and yet Nakia lives. With every heart that beats its last, Nakia steps upon their shattered limbs and regains his senses. Gods, is this your punishment? It's been so many years! How long? Why won't you let me die? Day by day, Nakia can see himself become less human. He knows what fate awaits him. He will lose control of his limbs, his mind, his heart. He tries to end his own life. But even death betrays him. Each time he takes his own life, his body reconstitutes itself. Huh. I really am a monster, neither alive nor dead. Who am I? I can't remember my own name. For those with dreams of becoming a hero, it was the greatest of times and the worst. Glittering jewels lit their path, but oblivion lay in wait. In the face of disaster, who can walk the path to its end, like the legends the poets sing of? If one day, in full view of your adoring masses, you should fall from your pedestal, would you regret the choices that led you there? That's deep. That's deep! Deep lessons this update. Philosophical. Ray of hope. Kneeling! Kneeling, wake up! Oh. Is he turning too? In the Chaos Miracle, Yunchuan tries to rouse an unconscious Liling and becomes increasingly anxious. His anxiety turns to despair as he notices a change in Liling's skin. Something seems to be tearing it apart, forming a network of patterned lines. And from the patterns, crystal-like fragments are slowly beginning to emerge. It's no use. The trial can't be stopped. You can't wake him. Besides Yunchuan, Momo has regained a sliver of consciousness, but she has no strength to fight him. Has he failed? How? I know all about his past. He never had any demons. Who are you? I thought you ran away. What? You're my partner. I'm not going to leave you here. Isn't that right, Yunchuan? Would you do this? Me? Do you think a mere esper could interfere in a trial set by the gods? Yeah? This is exactly what you did. But when someone becomes known far and wide as a hero at such a young age, There's always one fast law. Vita looks at Momo, then at Lily and aside. He walked such an easy path, his reputation swept all obstacles aside. If you have never known true suffering, where can your demons hide? He wanted to undergo the trial to save the world, but he never understood why. Those who seem fearless are the easiest to break. A genius like you didn't come here just to psychoanalyze him. Just tell me what you want. My power, shifting comforts to yours, of course, allows me to walk the avenues of the mind. I have observed your trial, gaining but a mere glimmer of insight. To put it plainly, I can send you into the illusion and give you a chance to save him. What do you want in return? It's so nice not to have to beat around the bush. I want that fragment you're holding. But I should be clear up front. The success of this rescue mission depends entirely on you. If you should fail, the fragment remains mine. I don't appreciate being slandered as a deceiver. The Shadow Decree has a poor enough reputation as it is. Spare me the lecture. I don't blame my failures on others. We have a deal. Very well, I will open up a path into the illusion. This is all a setup. Vito closes his eyes. Divine power flows from the tips of his fingers as a fracture in space points for him. Yunchuan can tell that whatever is behind the fracture is a different reality altogether. Take it. Yunchuan hands the fragment to Vitao and walks toward the fracture. I should warn you, his mind may be in the illusion, but his body remains here with us. You, on the other hand, will be entering his boat. That is to say, any pain you encounter will be real. Thanks for the heads up. But I am not going to watch my apprentice turn into a monster. Very well. I wish you good luck. Yunchuan says no more. He walks unhesitatingly into the waiting void. To be continued. Why? No, don't leave me this. Thank you. How dare you do this to me? This attack. Will that be his final form? Will he like evolve inside that place? I mean, I don't really like this form. He looks weird, to be honest. I preferred his regular form. I have to waste some of my energy. I have 28 health. Oh, I have 10 speeds here. Oh, right. Maybe someone will fall off. Maybe not on the first try though. Choose your chance. What? Ah. Oh. Let's on. What does it mean? Where? This is a clock. Oh. Ah. Wait. I just have to go to the opera.
You've got so many bounty tasks.
Esper Gallery. Omnish. Raven Ants. Celia E. I need Persephone.
People who have seen the Aurora Borealis are especially lucky.
But I need her more for the story reasons. Rather than her.
Our revels now are ended.
Same for this
Time for
one.
my curtain call.
I
Who the
unsheathe
fuck
my
are you?
sword only for the strongest foes.
Moroya. I have her.
Strategy is a philosophy.
Lucia E.
Those rubies definitely match my outfit.
Oh, revives and heals all fallen ally. Grant all allies shield. Jesus Christ. I love her design. Like,
I
look at
guess
her.
I'll go shopping.
She's
Maybe
so
get myself a new
beautiful.
dress.
Like, I love this game, especially because of the character design. Like, there's a lot of people of color
Healing wind.
that are absolutely
That's what
stunning
some
and
people have called me.
beautiful. Another
Money
person's
or my
color.
love, you can only give up one.
I got some brand new fairy tales. I hope the kids.
Yeah, I think like she counts as a person of color. I don't know how to look people
Clean my room
discrimination
today.
though. Gaius is insane.
These medals show
He is
what
so
I've done
cool. Also
and
very
what I can do.
self-sacrificial. Like literally everyone is worried about this guy. Whenever he goes somewhere, everyone is worried. Especially Raven, Zora,
I found you, so
also
stop
person of
struggling.
color. I love her design too. Intisar.
They said this latest system is impenetrable. What do they know?
Kara.
Distraction. Proof of concept.
There are also people of color of various body types. Oh, there's Ahmed.
It's my job to heal and entertain.
I forgot he's a healer. I recently got them. And I mastered them. But I didn't have the chance to use them.
Yes. This song.
Oh, she goes at home. I don't know how to use my ability. of these.
I'm honored to bring a smile to so many ladies.
That
No
is
one messes with my brothers.
normal.
It's perfect weather for exploring the miracle.
Living counts, I guess, as a person's color who's
You
Asian.
got something to say. You better have the power to back it up.
I mean, I never know
If there's one thing I can't stand,
if he's
don't
Asian or
roll.
but I think he is. Maybe I am just stupid.
All the information in the archives. I've read them all.
Kaya ginagawa.
Yes. This song.
Feel like it's always the first song. What faster ahead to
People who have seen the aurora
grant
borealis
all
are
allies
especially lucky.
3 damage up and immunity for 2 turns. Gains 5 stacks of Rainbow Shield! Attack 1 enemy. Ignores some defense based on Anna's speed.
Alright, memory
Passive
saved.
gains 1 Rainbow Seed. The start of combat for every 5 blocks of Rainbow Shield. Triggered gains 1 Rainbow Seed. Immune to petrification.
Alright, memory saved.
And read the buff.
Alright, memory saved.
The ability to not be the buff is really something that I get. It is because not only because she is part of the storyline that I have no access to. Because look, there are story tales and they introduce later stories. No wait, I actually have access to this. I didn't have time to go through it. Because I bought it beforehand! Okay, never mind. Even backstep though. I did this one, this one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one. They later introduced the event backtrack, so as long as you have a character from that event, you can backtrack the event and see the storyline. So I thought that I need Persephone for this, but the Persephone is from before they introduced that. So I don't need Persephone. But now I read about the immunity, shield, rainbow, and stuff, and now I don't know who I want. Do I want Persephone or I want Isis?
Those rubies definitely match my outfit.
She also grants immunity for 1 turn. And revive people and grant them shields. And also shield stack strength is from 50% of target max HP, all allies AP plus
Maybe
20.
get myself a new dress.
Okay, so she's at the core healer. Where's the phone?
People who have seen the Aurora Borealis
Is
are
at the
especially lucky.
core buffer. When taking laser damage, consumes one rainbow seed to prevent Anna from dying. Dispel all debuffs, recover 50% HP, and gain a bonus turn. Max 3 spell. Bonus turn? Immune to petrification when attack consumes one rainbow. Shield to block the damage from the first hit of the attack. Counter attacks with Anna's basic ability. Max attacks.
Alright, memory saved.
Part 7.
Alright, memory saved.
But I need more healers. I see is the healer of the character. No, she's special.
Those rubies.
I don't have a healer with special.
You got so many bounty tasks.
Anyway, probably I won't get her, but they told me to choose. I have to choose. Not gold. But some other shimmers. Hello. Lauren. Q. Lauren. Karen. Q. Lady. Lady. What is wrong with you people? Ah, this guy.
Weapons carry power.
I already have. No, wait, I don't have. I don't have that. I thought I have them because he looks a bit similar to other shimmer combo. Oh, nice. Oh, perfect. No, I won't buy it. Fuck you. And big non-shimmer active herbs. Non-shimmer. It can be anyone.
Dislyte X Hertz Radio.
I want to give me the word. Evils. Ha! Boom boom gotcha. Insufficient points. Mr. I never do this. I'm too lazy. I only do this story because I'm lazy. And fun. What do you want?
Just me? Or
What?
did I get stronger?
Yeah, he's Hercules. I forgot about you. I'm sorry, man. Also, he's a black man. I forgot about it. Used to increase the cluster's attack and speed rate and attack an enemy and dispel all of their thoughts. Used to gain 1 turn upon killing an enemy and prevent them from being revived. You have character that prevent revival? Okay, I will remember that. This man.
It's time for a
It's his
pounding.
passive ability though.
It's time for a pounding. That was a good fight. Just me? Or did I get stronger?
Bro?
Flowers in the snowfields are blooming.
Oh, I got resonance for him. I didn't even realize. I got 5. No, 4. Oh. This is even good.
Relax. Sit back and enjoy.
No evil deed should go unpunished.
Flowers in the snowfields are blooming. My family would have loved to see this. If there were no fighting, things could have been different. Well, I might as well go hunting. If there were no fighting, things could have been different.
Oh, I got this guy. I forgot
I might
about
as
him.
well go hunting.
Wasn't he like from an event I didn't do?
If there were no fighting, things could have been different. Well,
Nothing really comes to mind.
You're listening to Dislyte X Hertz Radio.
You click through my aspect. Sorry. I can do it off screen.
So
This my first time. Should be able to pass. Okay, that's good. Ah, it's the new story for the new players. This. Yeah, I didn't do this story. I don't remember the sound.
You've got
We're at the end. I will have to remember to do that. I don't even know this.
you.
What is the title? I know which one I did. I did this. This. I did One Winter Season, Sea of Sorrow, Dream of Redemption, Dream Afar. I did this even. Why is it saying I did? Wait, no. No, wait. I did the story with them, but I didn't do an event with them. But this one also shows as if I didn't do it when I did it. Finished entire thing. Maybe it doesn't count the past ones. Maybe it only counts when you do it. Like I did this one too, but it was added post factum, so that's why it's called. I did this too. Inescapable fate. Blazing Night Part 2. This. I didn't do the Lone Star, but I watched the storyline from Lone Star and Rules Law. I watched the storyline from Dreams Far, and I did Dreams of Redemption, which was on Sea of Sorrow, Immortal Fire, Sense of Guilt, Endless Summer, and One Thing. Because they were added post factum, they show as if I didn't do them because this entire thing, even backtrack, was introduced when those two events come back. Okay, and this one. I did backtrack here because I didn't play this event when it was on. So I was gunning for getting this character from gacha, so I could backtrack. So I could do first this storyline and then this storyline in Eternal Fire. The story is really interesting. Especially the current one with the Raya civilization, the trials of the miracles, and whatever is happening. And I will finish here. It's a shorter than usually, but working through. At least we finished the story. And I need to remember to play Dislyte more often, so I would do also the storylines I didn't do before. This would be right. Tomorrow I will be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. And I think like the day after tomorrow I will continue Star Rail to finish the new episode. Okay. With great combo, and I never rated it. What do you say? Rating and Maya the Fox Witch. Thanks, Pat. Thank you for the follow, Tiberius Skywalker. Is Skywalker a reference to who I think it is? My baby Anakin that was let down by the Jedi Order.
You're listening to Dislyte X Hertz Radio.
Dislyte X Hertz Radio.
Now you know why I always play Sith. Not because I support fascism or something, no, I just disagree with the truth of Jedi. And the idea about feelings are bad. No, feelings are not bad. You're just idiot. Okay, that's great. Destination. I will pay the mercer.
Ah.
And we're ready. Bye.